Where you know? What you know what we don't know?
And the military and the security force have to tell we say, yes, this is safe. Because they now live off high ground. But if Babsy Grange want to kill some, so analyze some more police. Because she vexed, you know.
No business now.
She vexed so they kill it, yeah.
No money no make. No what if money no make pan that idea there. Cause business place as it locked down. Yeah. And the businessman them vex you know what they want.
Yeah.
Because
right now where she said she put herself in a problem if we take it up in hand. Because you what you say now? Everything all right now, we going back to normal. That means say are you make everything normal because you set it up. Oh, you are you know it go all right. Because you are
a police officer.
You know police, you know. You don't mention the police night one time. I just you attack and big up your chest. That means say you are the done, the police have to work under you too. That's what it sound like.
If we talk the truth, she did mention the police must say 3 times in our conversation. So she will keep her
that's when the news reporter quiz her and get down in a certain things. Then she mentioned that.
When she mentioned the police, I know significant to where we are saying no. We are saying like what you just say me working along with the police if me can get everything in order. If you will say that no. But you hear what you
talk
say?
Like say you know say everything are going in order.
Right. I see say everything are all right now, you know. She say everything will be all right now so they can open the place. Make you know say I work with the police now. Everything will all right. I'm working with the police that you can open up back to the business. If we mentioned that way, we couldn't say nothing like what we are saying, you know. But when you talk it to me like a solely you are going to make a place open back by your control. All right, you are the controller then more than the police. Because you are going to make a place. You tell me if you open everything all right.
But Mr. Sidney, here he might tell the people them that they are people they pretty different. Because woman come out and say, them don't get it back. You know, see?
No, but the people them in their background.
The people them in their background.
The people them in their background, I say nothing like that.
So you just say one thing and the people them not agree.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, when you look on the system, man, she doesn't go on like say I not go on like I should have done.
People not scared of a politician, people scared of police and soldier.
All right. I tell you something again, you know, so and company. You know, say right now she have a done in place already, you know. She have a done in place already over you know. You don't know. Because them place you know take
long. But I was listening, No, but I was listening to the head of High this morning, the man there, when named Dr. Swan name him, I don't remember my name really. But remember when you say no, since they done with them, they analyze where Babsy Grange man with them say the car did for Babsy where they may analyze the man.
Yeah.
A 4 different header done come since that a Spanish town, you know.
Yeah. And
the other one runway. Huh?
You pick who you want.
Yeah.
Because you think that them places can't run without Dan. You can't run without Dan. Then 2 Spanish town. The 2 side of them Dan. Me not take out PNP. PNP are film side of Dan and Labour are film side of Dan. Right? But also one thing, you know.
Sydney, it's true. You have a point, Sydney.
Yeah,
no care what them say. No care what them say. Let me tell you something. I say this. Labor Right and PNP, the only similarities we have that is similar is that we are human beings and we are Jamaicans.
Yes.
But tell you what,
Right.
we are not the same because we are
not
civil.
the same,
We are not perfect people. We are not perfect, I must say that, but we are not the same. And it's full time they know so we are not the same. And let me say this, in saying this and say that, comrades, because me I run as usual.
Yeah.
But in saying this and saying that, comrades, bloggers and workers, warriors, whoever you are out there, comrades, my fellow comrades, you know I love you now. Because you know, let me tell you something. If I don't say this before, I have to say it again. I have to make you know now. You, comrades, you are my family. You hear? Yes. I love you like my family. I'm a Jamaican still and I love people in general, you know. But you, comrades, you are my family. And I'm saying this to you, comrades. I'm appealing to you, begging you. Try on your utmost best. Avoid these labor right platforms. You hear? Because there was a labor right this morning, no, not a labor right, a comrade this morning. I don't remember his name right now. And I think his name starts with A. I don't remember the name now. Yeah. And how me hear the labor right, in my behave with him. You hear me say? You know, when somebody go out, like you go out smell the yard and then throw dirty water in your face, that's basically that. No, me I tell you, this is how the labor rights operate with the people, with PNP. I'm gonna say PNP, not perfect, but we are more civilized. We manage people better. We are more professional. We are better off. Yeah.
Never don't tell me never
Thank you. Thank you, so let me tell you something, let me say, comrades, you know, avoid these labor rights platforms. If it's a neutral platform where you deal with PNP and labor rights, you know, can go on it. But once you realize, say a labor right platform, even though enough of it something that they must say a misinformation and it is despicable and it make you cringe and you want it, you're tempted sometimes to go over there and say things because sometimes me tempted to and sometimes me go in a comment section and me say 1 and 2 words. But comrades, me a beg you know, avoid these labor rights platform because we are better off than this. We better than them. We better than them. Thank you, Sydney. Comrades. So, me know you now go back. Sorry, darling. Go ahead, Sue. Sorry. Go ahead.
You know, me notice with them.
Yes.
Me live at a place, like if it are 90 or 80 at that time, they never run to come distract them. That's why we mute them. We don't need them over here because all of them this morning. You see the one name classic having platform. So when in there you see them are coming over here and distract them from here while you
thank you. And not just that, so thank you, so and not just that, the same name classic where you call a while ago. He's a propagandist and he's very mischievous in his ways, and he's very careless in his utterances as well, right? So if you can avoid him, avoid him because he spread a lot of misinformation.
And just to him can convince me if it be a I change my vote. In disrespect me, I mean I say nothing to him, you know, but he never do it, you know, like tell me about my mother and whatever, and sitting there and whatever. So for their reason, they may just avoid him. You understand? But me realize when time they come, them have a come and sit and they record it because somebody tell me say they see would like them have a screenshot or something and another. And from it black that they no more.
Thank you. Exactly.
Then run pub.
All right. This track. Them get the directive in us so if it's true, you're right. You know, coming and say you're a sensible woman. You're a sensible woman and you have been doing this for a little while now. You know. So just if it's true, if you even want to block them, mute them, that's then can't say nothing for your platform. Mute them.
Where them belong and mute them.
Make them be like a fly on the wall, so make them be like a fly on the wall. Just sit
and put them in a bin over there so because you can't turn on your platform and talk when you want to talk. Because at the end of the day, you see them are some hypocrites.
Thank you.
And listen to all them talk. Listening, you know, other day when the man go on Mark Golden platform and him man they singing song, you know, remember, say I over feed them side, you know. The man went there and the man they say fi S them mother. Them come out with you and they make a big thing. But when you go on for them platform, them I tell you fi go S your mother.
Right.
So it is okay for you tell people to go S their mother, but when somebody over the next side say it is a problem, but
It's
you
a
can't
problem.
come and tell people say to go S their mother. Just like yesterday, one named King Painter come over here and they talk about with me chat too much. So me say, are you're not go over there, go tell them when they might dip up on the Philippa other day, info Jama tell her and her dirty and stink. You never tell him saying chat too much. But you want to come over here so if you can't tell we about with the chat too much. One over there so go tell them say they chat too much. Remember say them same one when Mark Golden when they talk about with Juliet, you know, and when on table sitting, they run out say, PNP no love woman, and at the end of the day, uno over there, they dip up and no same fellow come ready no on the tell her and I need him think and I need him a leak and everything.
No, them not to do that, brother. They not to do that. Me not like that.
Because you not have a disagreement.
These people are headless. They're not a brain.
Hypocrite.
A sardine can head them have. Them not a brain and they're not a conscience. They're not a brain.
Tap up your life. Tap up your life.
Thank you.
Tap up your life. Tap up your life.
They're not a brain. Yeah, man, tap up your life, man.
Tap up your life, brother.
Keep the life going. Keep the life going. Yeah, man.
Tap up your life.
80 yard, 90 yard, 100. I see them to them, but me not say no, me just mute them.
Because,
mute them.
hey man, you can't.
Me mute them before people them see them, say them what them are saying, attend to them.
So,
them.
yes, and another pointer to Sue. What me want to give you another pointer. Yes, when yesterday come over your live, Sue, and pitch up on your live. And pitch for your life, and then if you have and in the life for a period of time, and then tap up the live, then tap up your life. Just watch them. It's a thing. I mean, no J Frost will look out for this too and expect. So no look tap out for this. Anytime you see them come, and then pitch for your live, and then I like the live, and my request to come in your box, don't put them in your box.
Don't put them
you hear me
in
say? Okay.
Anyway, tap up your life, man.
Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, comrade, you know, keep the fire burning and pick up on yourself. Pick up on yourself.
Wait, what they say about Mr. Sydney and the man will get trapped? Because like them I say nothing no go so. Call the man face no swell or nothing like that.
To me, then just make one cut in our head, 3 cut in our head. Because look here now, so make pixel out of that and say no. You get 3 trapped in your head.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, your head, when you get leaking in your head, you turn your fool, you know, you're taunted, you know.
Yeah.
Look how strong you is. You get weakish and you take up your car and you drive over 20 miles, you pass too much and go hospital. And you're strong enough, so. And then look after you drive, you remember, you know. And you sign out yourself in that means them go admit you. And you sign out yourself and by 20 miles come back home.
But what about then take him back if he sign out himself?
No, you have to take you back, you know, as you go. If they don't take you back, remember I'm all in me, you know, man. So anything me tell you, say, the first it is, you know. Then all of them will lose their work. The whole of them, if they ever try that time not take him back, the whole of them lose their work. They have to take him back. You understand?
Yeah.
Good. And after them party in a power. You're mad, man. Boy, they let everybody call look boy you. You never losing work. See?
Well, you see now what make your country can better. Because all right. I know uno can Mr. Sidney, I beg of you call the security minister. Where him there? You know, wake up yet from when? Did you come to make a statement? You hear make no statement?
Statement where? All right, we back up what you say so. If you just be back up, me not divert you, but just be back up then. Because me not try to remember, but if you got me now. Look here, look what going on Spanish town. You hear the security man is saying nothing now.
You ask of him.
Yes. Remember I'm a security minister, you know.
Mr. Sydney, remember me the security minister. Where is the security minister in all of this? How much
Still asleep.
get cut up?
Yeah.
Not all. Them
Four.
all of security. Not all.
A 4 or 5 then say damage, you know. 4 or 5. 4 or 5 then say damage, you know. And police get injured then say, and a 4 or 5, a 4 or 5 sitting damage. And glass leak out, tire punch, a vehicle can't drive, they have a lefty. I got me, they don't light your fire. And you want to tell me, say, but look here, you see the difference? If I were ever on one PNP stronghold, then do that this morning. Jesus Christ. I'll cliff use every station that went up this morning.
More than one, somebody would have analyzed.
Somebody
there.
You see that?
When they go rip you apart.
Then that shoot we kill for yesterday. Then that shoot we kill.
But me I say, where is the security minister? Where him there?
Oh, then I shoot we kill yesterday when then and they said the crowd come out. Then I shoot and kill. You know, you say man asleep, man. Why you wake him up for so?
Yeah,
man, you tell you about what you know.
You know it. Because until like this, we don't see security minister, we don't hear him say nothing at all, nothing. About to come out.
You forgot say, so you forgot say a labor at Stronghold and a Babsy grange. You think he more talk nothing at all you think he more talk nothing at all for make it look bad upon them. Before say nothing at all.
Well, I know. But say if I was a PNP place, him that run out already. Why you think him not come out yet? Why you think the damage control him pretend like say nothing not happen?
Right.
Pretend them what them the respond them there pretend like say why you think all Babsy come and say okay everything is squashed same time. Nothing nobody can open back them business. Them a pretend like say nothing. Then no one shame in them right. When tell them who me lose off and now then the police them. Cause them police they will go there and see if I was PNP them that deal with PNP fuck up and then you go labor right and not do nothing.
They go in a labor right mode. Remember you know they stone them and they still not do what they want to do because when a person stone them a bullet should have that to them the person the head you know. Notice how they
damage.
I see woman just run towards police and police slap out her head.
You run towards police and look on
the baby mother. Look on the woman with the big belly, pregnant woman. Two pregnant woman police shoot until last year. Two pregnant woman. No, tell me the God truth now. Where pregnant woman could have fight one police now to God. If you run come at you man, you run left him man. Pregnant woman a come. You could have
the police them should get worse.
You see the biasness in our country. Any of those police was going into a PNP stronghold. 4 people that unalive that were unalive yesterday. I want somebody look at the big chaos was going yesterday and I want somebody unalive. Make a way.
Say if I went over jungle or any PNP stronghold, they must shoot to kill everybody. Then I shoot to kill everybody yesterday. Remember, you know, you damage police, you bad the government vehicle, you know.
You have to say biasness in Jamaica. You have to say police, who the police them are work for do. Anyhow, we want PNP stronghold. Me I tell you say more than one somebody would get unalive yesterday. More than one and they go back to they go dig out them because they would call them barbarians. They would go back to them or dig out them out there. Remember me tell you that. And you would see the security minister come out and they condemn this and they condemn that. And you don't hear Big Mama come out and they say this and they say that.
You remember I was going on a rock fort one day, and as it go on, you see them run gone up a Warwick Hill, and down there a rock fort. As it go on, you see them run gone a rock fort up a Warwick Hill, but them I don't even know where them go up they go do you.
But you see, that's why them always shame in the end because too much biasness. You too much things, you too much destruction they take it Jamaica Labour Party. You see much like they take it. You see how much scandal they come towards them. Them is too biased. Anyhow, we want PNP stronghold. Yesterday, me know say more, and they would have to tell them say they not tap until they apprehend them and them to come in there and are alive. And that they would tell them. Oh, this man on no claim say as this man was wanted and have so many crime and yet still in a company most wanted list. In a company wanted list, you know. I'm not saying that he do much crime from 2013. I know in a 2025. And he not do nothing in a 2025. And he not do nothing in a whole of 2014. And still let not come and alive him now. That makes sense? You no can only fool the ones that one can read. Yeah. And the ones that one can read that they might get in a trouble. Because they not understand. Nobody are a fool. Only who want fool a fool. Anyhow, me say, look what happened yesterday. Me see all the police them go through the crowd and the people them like they want jump on the police them. All want all man. Make a way one PNP stronghold and see. They would push them down. They would backs up, backs up, drape up a little bit. You see on the sideline, the amount of young boy, they would have drape up on the sideline. Carry down who them fi carry down, go process them down there because remember they don't know what we know. Anyhow, I want PNP stronghold what happened yesterday, what happened? Whole heap of young boy would have sit down in a prison right here now. Because they would have drag up anybody there, so they would have drag them up, throw them in a jeep long time, go and process them. And then ask me, they ask you, tell me, they tell you that. Everybody know this is a fact me attack. Anyhow, look and the sad thing about it, you know. They remember, you know, and just one then kill how much of PNP than them say they kill already, you know. Allegedly how much them say they kill. And me never hear nobody they behave so. Nobody not behave so like them, you know. And they know.
So allegedly only for PNP than them dropping a youth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be able to just take that.
Yeah. But me know yesterday say if I want PNP stronghold, the police them go in yesterday, a whole lot of young boy would have gone down a stage, they would have throw them in a jeep long time because they would have go process them and more than one person would have analyze. Me know that's a fact. But you see it. I see biasness do what they happening in our country. More than much would have all the woman them, they would have beat them up same way because me look on the woman them. They must say to the police, go ahead. If you hear them a galang and they behave and then just pass through. But make away one PNP stronghold. Make away one. Look how you don't see much people. Then get rid of. That is just the way the biasness come in. I mean, I understand man wanted all along with so much that they callable of crime there. And he still can't make wanted it. So when he alive now, only they contact the things them. That makes sense? You know the MP come out there, they assure business place open. I know you are the police, you know. You they come out, they tell the people them to open up them business place and everything is back to normal and everything. And you are not the police. Now the police them supposed to come and say, well, they're sitting there, they calm down the situation and it is safe for residents who want to who they pass through this so now can pass through. Business can open now and everything because they don't have people on guard and whatever if any little thing happen. No, you they tell the people them go ahead. You are not a police. So why you know what we don't know? We not can't take. That's why so much destruction have to take that the party there. Every week something happening at the party there because not too disgusting and God they showing up. And that every week it come like and to bring one big destruction from the Labour Party. We can't say nothing better. But every week no, but Fanny carry Guru man come in and see a peer destruction they come from them.
Long before that, I fix him carry Guru man to fix it and that never work.
One behind the one other J, one behind the other. No sir. No man.
Gotta work and so listen guess what you don't understand. Gotta work and nothing where them do. No weapon form against you shall prosper. So them do a better things and everything where them do just backfire upon them.
And they reveal out clean. we in a season of revealing. And that, we in a season of revealing. So all of them dirty deeds are revealed. And if you know the people them not saying line up, try to connect the dots. Because the man here, they might say on the spot. They might say them ask the man, if the woman, the MP, they talk say they done they get they work with the PNP. So true him and the youth know what did. The PNP done what did. A friend, them a try to work the peace now for the people. Them a it a problem to one problem, So they just see then know say if unity comes between the party then can't manage unity, That's why they work so hard to divide us as a Jamaican. Cause if unity and like me mind or certain things, you must see it, but the next man you put it to it and say, boy, say so and so and a true so and so. So they know say if the people them come together, them have a problem. So that's why they try to make the people them stay apart. They want brainwash with you, that's them to stay apart. And then the man will ask him about the 400 mil one have, and they say to him, say, how comes they have so much money and the community them look so? That money, because that man, anybody who that man call that the man there, them set up the man to get in life, the man. So let this be a lesson to all of you who are done.
Right.
Let it be a lesson to you. When politicians let them go and stop work for politicians, them not done, because when they don't want to know anymore, then they will just thrown away. And basically that happen. And don't use him, and he's saying can't worse, he can't manage him. And then now the man start questioning, because the man wonder say, as soon as the man now they realize says, right, So it now they burn him now, kind of see things them. And they need to get in one different than one other one where they claim say loyal. So then they'll get rid of him to put in the next Dan. That and then she said this is one of the question things now. And they see things and they say, no, sir. What me when they do, they see the light of things now. So they want to get rid of him to carry in one brainwash one. And that,
I say go, man.
I am man, they see
cause that though, cause if the man does a talk about if she did just give the man all a 10 or a 20 mil, I give not 10 mil or a 5 mil and say, go and go do something with that. He would have take that with open arms and go inside. And she can get that back with
man realize that them a crook. Because the man asked him, because I remember saying him resign, So he come out now. So the man asked him about the certain money why he get. And the people them look so. You understand? Remember say these people, hear what woman say, all in house stop green. You see how them fool them brainwashed in a society. And yet them same set of people, they send the people them to come analyze on same set of loved ones them. You know what me always want when people...
I'm kind of glad how that little girl they come and come see what she say. Kind of show up the labor right them.
Yeah, man.
You see the way she do that, show you the mentality where the labor right them walk with,
Yeah, man. Then J-Frost, you see the people them start cut up tire and they do all what and damage the see fling stone, fire shut off. You know see the mentality what them have already. Gone burn down courts. What courts do now? Anyone we want police in an unmarked car when analyze the done and then they know see a police and they wouldn't see a PNP. You know so they wouldn't see a PNP people do it though.
That child, that I can't Babsy not think. Babsy they think she do that.
Anyhow, we want unmarked car when buck up that man there, when a police and the unmarked, they don't know who. They won't see a PNP do it. They won't see a police. Yeah, man, you see long time. From yesterday morning, me a connect the dots them and me a see the things them and me a say, yeah, they need one of that done because they want to loyal again to them like first. They can't depend on him. Time I see the things them now. Notice when them ask her if he know them, I know we not say yes or no. I know we not say yes or no. And with that, the man there with a record, you must have to know him. And they say you give away yourself, you know. You better go away and say you know of him, but you're not familiar with him. Me no live at town, oh, me know the NEM there. Me no live at town, and look how long me hear the NEM there, they surface round. And you want to tell me, say, why you are your constituency and you don't know this man? You never hear none at all yet? You are right, they say you give away yourself, mama. You're not very smart. You're not smart. And then you come back again and tell the people them to open them business place. That everything go back to normal. And then your job that this should be the officer's job to say, well, everything go back to normal. Whatever they do to the situation, business now can't open. Oh, you they can't tell the people them say everything all right now, and you are not police. And you not say the police tell you either. You they talk like say yes, you know for your fact say XYZ. Nobody are a fool, Babsy. Only the court them are back on a fool because they not take the time out for evil. Me not say not even read because enough people can't read and not so fool. Common sense can tell you what they go on and make you see what they go on. Because I know say that man in the car they no jail. Him the man call.
Yeah.
Because the man no call, if he can call off him big dogs them. So the man don't call you. So as to come whosoever they can hear, they say then tip off the police and you tip off the police and tell the police what carrying.
No, and to me, the man could have even call her so. As well, whosoever come up and say, since man, what I know, already since man and a man come and say, I must choose him and her in a big argument. So I'm not going to call her so easy. But true, as everybody say, as all of the report them say, him move on a certain time in every day. So them don't know him timing already and him vehicle and everything. So all them have to do, I just make them bird know, say go for him this so that time.
The woman himself can call him because in a friend him.
Listen now, the woman we call the police them. But she and the man done in an argument from the day before, so they not really call them one another.
Yeah, remember, say they allegedly, they said this man and him there, Remember, say a woman and man have an argument when the woman will vex and wall out, the man not too wall out, he not go pre that, Because remember, say enough apps this a man go do fear.
Them say the two of them there, that them say.
You know, hear man, Sydney say they saying, I'm man. That's why the man can't be able to know so much in our business. No,
I'm not confused, no. That no make no. That it have me at a loss.
Jay, use a brain. They said the man dead. That's why I know about the 400 million. Any normal acquaintance don't know so much in your business?
No.
All right. They say man, they hear Mr. Sydney say, they say I'm man. I love young boy. You never hear them talk about you all the while. Say I'm man. No. They never hear them talk about you say that the woman they love young boy.
No, I never listen the whole time,
They say I'm man. The man I'm man. So whether the him and the man have that little argument, she still don't call him and the man don't answer him. Because that's a little argument for nobody and nobody not to break up. That's why they know say she call him man. Because they police don't know say a blue car they drive. Remember say the man now go want to drive
all of them things they could have done in the system already, bro. Should have to call the man.
Yes, they know him not somebody who know the man already. As somebody who know the man movements.
So why should I call him if you know already? Why should I have to call him again? She know already, so she just call her police
the
and
man
send her police.
the man get tip off Jay. The woman have to call him to know what him a do. What him don't do and plan to do. Babsy can pass on the information to the police them. A tip the police them get
Okay.
That's why they can't able to know say, cause it's not even look like say the man a film carrying use. A tip the police them get. They you never hear from last year, December RT boss the chat about They tell him man say I want woman why man him dead or give him when Tell the police them from December RT boss the chat But me when things say the girl will have a business them. But when me hear this morning, Mr. Sidney said the people them say man there. Me say, oh, so everything they connect. RT boss talk from December saying see it and see where they done and I say the woman you say woman when him there, don't give him away. Right? But me think say the woman want have a business them want put the business them name in it. But when this morning me hear Mr. Sidney them I say they say man there. Me say, oh, so now everything they connect. Just like me, I say, oh, they would not know about the 400 mil. So me say, oh, so him defi true. Because when the news, when one spot me that said they say the woman say the man they work with the PNP now. Me I said then oh you know they work with the PNP. Then when me heard now this man them I say the same youth what they killed in the last year. Termite, him and the man go to school together, so he come like them when they work on a project. So me say, oh, that's why everything, to say, well, like that's the mechanic now.
Yeah.
That's why the mechanic, all of that's the mechanic. All of the mechanic. So only a fool now who know what they want. And only a fool who know say that the woman is not a part of it. The whole of that's them connect up. If you listen to why when the people them say, you would say, boy, oh, this a part they come in, oh, that the part they come in. But if you listen clearly to them, because me listen to Unspot Media, I listen to him when he say, then can who want come fill in the application, can come full in the application now.
And this part says about, I don't know if I don't know what kind of process of
And Spot said the dance ship open now, so anybody who want put in the application can come put in the application, You understand? But me I tell you, yeah, that him say. So in that
I see your message, man. I see him. Watch on the spot yesterday and see.
Yeah, man, in that the message they know him a spot, him a write the things then why him here on the ground. Because remember say them the man they we have them news speak, they have them links on the ground where they give them information, So him start the things them what the point saying here on the ground. You understand? So at that him say, so the MP have to get rid of that the man there because him say the man they work for PNP and the man for the poor male and the country and the community.
Shit.
I know everything connect. I don't see him MP, I don't see him parliament, they make no lose on a loved one, them and nobody else. And here woman them say, they don't come out now. So you go see if you place them. So you know if you place them up today?
No.
The business place them up today?
Me don't know.
But I like if anybody can come tell me if you don't know if don't have business place them up. What they act down in the town today? Anybody from town can come give you a rundown if the business place them, if the school open back or if everything back in action. No can come forward so let we know. I type in the comment section. Yeah, we want to know if operation still in.
on TikTok from morning, let me know.
Because right now, I got me say me soon by 11:30 me done enough because me I surf the place and see what they go on.
Yeah, man.
My breakfast did I eat?
Yeah, no, well. Call it what you want, call it. Hot up little food to eat it.
Then a breakfast anyway, you take it.
But to me eat already this morning still.
You got exercise this morning, you know.
My happy for you. Guess I know. When I see a command, I go drop asleep.
Oh,
Ungo for when I just call it say I just get 10 minutes worth of sleep, me hear my phone and look at who and send message.
exercise this morning, man. If my bottom I get too big, I mean I like it.
Yeah.
They draw too much attention, so me I go exercise up myself.
No, but that I'm going to make it get bigger. Exercise not make your body drop off.
No, it don't shape you around, make it get tight, kind of too slack up.
Okay.
I know, so when it shakes too much, I like when it shakes, so cause everybody they watching.
Oh.
Yeah. But me I go, yeah, and I know, like, how it's not, we don't even have a lot of person here. And me have my work. So, me if I anything I know later, you hear J Frost?
Yeah, man, today I go and warm up little something same, man.
Stay safe because you're in the town area, so you know
No, man, Spanish town, I not town, a Spanish town that a different kingdom that.
So not have town and not have Spanish town.
Yes, yeah, man, town of Kingston and Spanish town of St. Catherine.
Okay. I don't understand who not sitting them still.
Yeah, man, Spanish town that you need a man to.
When you read it out for you, nothing me can read.
Yeah, but me nah.
When you read out it for you, nothing me can read.
Football to him matter, but me nah
When you read out it for you, nothing me see.
Me just a see it, that's why.
Alright, me know so you don't read out that part there. Anyway, later, me I go. Me I leave you. If I know, you know if you reach me.
Yeah, man.
You tell me what they say. I don't know, right? They say he gave orders for people to die. Which people?
This is poor reporting. You're talking about they say.
Inspector Lawrence Hardware and Mayor Bell Naavis are all accomplices of this sexual exploitation ring, allegedly. Yes! Jamaica, is it true that you do whatever you want in the JCF, especially when you were placed at the Runaway Bay police station? You, Superintendent Dwight Powell, you even get men to fix up the police station without the knowledge of Superintendent of Police. All because you are all labor rights and do whatever you want in the parish. Jamaica, the reason why they are covering up this incident is because the Jamaica Labour Party cannot afford another scandal at this time. Yes, and that is the truth. That is the truth. It's a serious topic, Earth King. Very serious topic. I'm getting some breaking news, Jamaica, as we speak. How are this now? Breaking news, Jamaica. I'm getting some breaking news. Just a second, my people. Let me scan through this breaking news. What is now? Mighty God, what is? Breaking news, Jamaica. Breaking news. This is unprecedented. Mighty God. Jamaica, I'm getting to understand that under this Jamaica Labour Party government, state of emergency has finally reached Cherry Gardens, Jackshill and its environs. Mighty God, no such Jamaica mashup. State of emergency gone uptown now. Yes, Jamaica, you heard it here first. And see it there. Because I don't want nobody see a fake news. Look up at the top seat there, the JamaicaObserver.com. So I don't want nobody feel like see a Dre Bryan and put out fake news. See it there? State of emergency reach uptown. See it there? Cherry Gardens, Jackshill, Barbican Road. Mighty God, Jamaica mash up on the labor. Jamaica, breaking news, breaking news. It is confirmed there's a state of emergency and it has now reached uptown, Jackshill, Cherry Gardens and its environs. State of emergency under the Jamaica Labour Party has officially reached uptown. Nowhere is safe in this country anymore. But I wonder why is it? Because I saw an article earlier this morning say state of emergency in a Manchester, state of emergency in a Clarendon, state of emergency over Tarspen, and now it there Cherry Garden and Jackshill. I'm telling you, you know, the government is going to impose war on the people, you know. And then they're going to say there is an unrest in the country and so an election cannot be called. People are saying they're in a All Harbor too. Don't be surprised, Jamaica, if the government impose a civil unrest and state of emergency for Jamaica and shut down the country and postpone the election. But I dare them, because doing so don't really spell anything good for the government. So if them know what good for them, they make good sense prevail. So all of them are war a flare up, a state of emergency that is occurring right across the country, you better sort out on yourself. Because the people might look for them election date called no later than April, May. So now I hear one brother upon one platform say the government have up until September. And when September come, them have all one next 3 months after the due date. So election can wait until all December. And that them attack on them platform, how them worthless. So I want to know if the government have been doing so well and performing so well. I want me no one go beyond the due date. Truth of the government, you see, you make sure present yourself if can confirm the foolishness. It can go up to December. Me not say it can go up to December, but what are the circumstances that would allow it? That's why we not start now with the state of emergencies. And the SOE them will now reach uptown, up at Jackshill and Cherry Garden. Me want to know if you no shame. I heard it on a platform yesterday. Said the government have until September. And when September reach, them also have an next 3 extra grace period where they can call it. But according to the constitution, there must be a reason to extend it. Whether because of state of emergency, natural disaster, but there must be a reason. And if it was called within a pandemic, then that means it can call in a state of emergency as well. The constitution give the prime minister the power, can bring it to next year. I don't disagree with you, truth of the government, but I'm asking you, don't be one-sided. Yes, the constitution allows that. But the question is, what are the reasons? Is Jamaica experiencing anything such as a natural disaster for him to? It's all good when you know the technicalities and the constitution, but you must educate the people them as well. Is there a state of emergency or a natural disaster that will cause the government to extend the time for the election? That is the question we want to ask, I'm about to open the phone lines shortly, but let me just give you that breaking news. State of emergency is now underway. Uptown, Barbican, Jackshill, Cherry Gardens. State of emergency. Before I open the phone lines, Jamaica, I saw your government saying that the country now have a 3.5% unemployment rate. That sound good, not true? I'll them something history. Record low unemployment rate according to the Jamaica Labour Party. 3.5% unemployment rate. No, sir, then I never 6% it did the other day. So that means it's chopping half and no, sir, this is wonderful news to my ears. The country of Jamaica only have a 3% unemployment rate. What a PR. But let me ask you something. If Jamaica is now experiencing the lowest unemployment rate, 3.5%, so why the thousands and thousands of people did I do the other day, I look work? Well, on the people, cause me have to sit down good. You never see Christopher Tufton and Andrew them and one ribbon cutting take place earlier this week, where them say hundreds of people turn out to be a part of the some medical thing. People want to look work. So if some much people are look work, how no say unemployment they are 3.5%? The job fear kashif, yes. Unemployment they are 3.5%, but yet still thousands of people turn out at a job fair and look work. Something now add up. Something now add up, Jamaica. This not accurate at all. Only now remember, see it here. Because you know we're not telling any lie on the Jamaica Labour Party. You know, see it here. A Labour right, come and explain this for us, please. 100 descend on health ministry job fair. All of them are now no work, you know. Now work nowhere. 6,000 people, that is it, descended at this job fair, hoping to get a job. And see the Jamaica Labour Party are run with narrative. So the unemployment rate in this country is 3.5%. Mighty God of Daniel. So you want to tell me say the 3% them away now work? I must that. And when them I go take top techie people them fall in this country? No, sir, Jamaica people. Unemployment rate in this country is 3.5%. The lowest record level low. But see the article up here, so I say hundreds descend. Now walk nowhere, you know. Mighty God of Daniel. Give thanks for the J. Bryan platform to educate the people them. This not look good at all. But I would love to hear from you this morning. The phone lines are open. Want to think about the development with Mayor Bell Naavis and what you think about this figure. Call the program. Let's have a discussion. Quick and fast.
And that's an important part.
Just a second, guys. The gentleman, I don't know if that's the name, EMR Digital. You're saying that people change. Skills look for higher paying job. What is wrong with that? Can anybody remind me where did me, J. Bryan, said that people change and people seeking better? Did I say something wrong? Somebody remind me because I don't remember saying that at all. EMR Digital, you come and explain to the people of this country why the PR message of the Jamaica Labour Party is to say the country have a 3.5 unemployment rate, but yet still 1,000 descend. I try to seek a job at a job fair. Come and explain the logics behind it, because me not understand. So since you understand, kindly come share it now, please. Can you imagine? I am saying if it was a 3-location job fair, it would be the same amount of people or more. This year happening at Kingston, I mean, know if them did have one job fair at Ochi or Mobile or Mandeville, the same amount of people that turn out for all locations. You must stop take the people of this country for fool. Job fair for people when are no job. Job fair enough for people who already have a job and come there for that try to seek on top of what they already have. So now come give me that. Mr. Digital, or what you call yourself. But what wrong with people? I try to seek this. What's wrong with that? Who said something was wrong with that? When they need to tap from take the people and for fool. Stop take the people of this country for fool. 3.5 unemployment rate. Record low. But yet still thousands descend on health ministry job fair. And that is just only in Kingston. Anyhow, them did put on a job fair in a Mandeville or Ochi or Mobile. This here amount of people that turn up at all 3 locations at the same time. On to lie and bad and wicked. And you must stop deceive the people. And you must stop deceive the people them of this country. Our truth of the government because me want have a reasoning with him, you know. Where him gone? Truth of the government say I am working and I am also looking. Who is this now? Do not upset me in the morning here, please. Hmm? Hmm? Help me make it.
We try to do better.
Yes.
That what can go so. When I look at the event happen over the government employed them to stay home. Right? These numbers are thus in the minds of the minister and the prime minister who have put them out, to fool the Jamaican people. Just like how them say good economy can name, and yet still we failed 3/4, right? Last year. Okay. Don't let these numbers really blow your mind, but just the people out there who are feeling it. We in the diaspora who get in the cars on a daily basis from our people understand that these numbers are fictitious, and the government will always put them out just to please themselves and themselves alone, and not necessarily the average Jamaicans, because they are feeling it.
True.
I don't know if you want me to address the situation about the mayor from St. Ann.
Go right ahead, sir, of course.
I had a live last night, and one of them came up and said that the mayor went to his property, right? And his property is his personal property. He went there, he saw the gentleman there. But the gentleman is of unsound mind. And if the mayor would have hurted the man, then Jamaica would have come out and said the mayor wicked if he hurt the unsound mind man. But at the same time, the mayor never reported to the police what happened. I don't think the mayor report that we don't say a report that the mayor say discharge is firearm. No one covers the crime scene. So that is going to be a crime that is going to be covered up. We see that this government here, everything they do, they cover it up and cover it up and cover it up. Even though we bring it to the light of the people, they are still covering it up. And so it's going to come up now because the argument changed last night that the man go through the window and not attack him at the door. Remember, I think you had said earlier that this argument is going to change at least 3 times before we get the truth.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And Nationwide came out last night and said the man jumped through the window and sitting there waiting for the mayor to come in. What can go so?
That's weird.
What can really go so?
Some covering up going on.
And I believe the mayor should step down for now, like he did the last time. Step down for now.
True.
And allow due process to take place. And when the name clear, and just assume back his responsibility.
I agree.
But Jay, them never did say a TV the person did not watch. So oh no, I win them got you an attack.
Lie them a tell Shiloni. Lie. Cover up a guan.
So I just believe that we should ask for the mayor to step aside until everything, and it should do the honorable thing.
I agree.
Step aside until everything clear up, and then they can resume back your responsibility. You have a deputy mayor, make the deputy mayor act until everything clear up. Because right now you are off on sound mind. Because them a chop them and I think you can think again.
I agree. Good morning, Comrade Sadler. Paul, are you there?
Yes. Good morning, Jay. Good morning,
Welcome.
comrades. Good morning, everybody on the For You page. Good morning to the sensible labor rights that are hovering and listening and wondering if it really goes so. Yes, it goes so. Dre, I went up there on Wednesday. Wednesday. Because there's a position that I saw that I thought I would be good for. Anywho, I went down to the Confucius Center. And we see the crowd that come from the top. The top gate, run from the back, round at the back part. Are you there? I'm just a wagon. Come as a war. You will have sports there. You see when me look down the road, Dre, you see what them all have to have police are direct the people them. Campus police was out in there. No, there wasn't even space to park. You see when me see the whole heap of people, me say no, me not bother.
Yeah.
Anyway, I go jam up because I have my ID. I go jam up at one spot and I walk across because I wanted to see what was happening first. And so them have the people in the sun at the sun at pelt. And I have the people in my walk. I'll go around the Confucius statue, like them up pay homage to it. Before that, them had one big celebration, because I thought they were reopening the Confucius Center. It was a gift from China. And then only for somebody say, the minister held birthday. Some say, raw party. Some say, I'm hungry, I might get some cake and wine. And the two dancing, because I thought it was a grand celebration. The Prime Minister was there and the some team from the Ministry of Health and Wellness was there. So I am here milling around trying to find out what is the purpose of this thing. And them other people that walk around the statue. Anyway, you have to come with your resume, application letter and stuff in hand. The first little pitney will come up and say a face makeup. Some say they're not getting up. I say them give a free cake in there. Some kind of free cake them give. I make me waste my time. Because I come here think because they were under the impression that they would have been interviewed on the spot.
Yes.
Because them said based off of what the minister was saying, they thought it would have been a forum where they would have interacted with people who would have basically interviewed them on the spot and given them an answer. That was what the perception that a lot of them came with. that you walk with the interview, you talk to people. Them a tell them to go talk to some counselor and them something. Them no want to talk to counselor, them want to know if them have a work.
That's it.
And them say 600 positions. Some say there with that the crowd of them the 600 position. At the last point now them start telling us people walk around and take your resume and your stuff and number from
And that is what some of my friends tell me. They say, Dre, I had the impression that we were going to go there and have an interview with someone, and then them take with resume and what they say. No, they say the crowd was so overwhelming at one point. Them stopped the interview and asked persons to just form a line and walk and rest down them. Put down them resume and they will call them. Put down them resume. It's a shame.
That's how it did reach.
It's a shame.
People were angry with because they came with the anticipation that they would have had a sit-down interview. You know, some of them put on them nice little suit and they have on them satin and them have on them and they have on them lip gloss because they might try to make an impression because they were of the opinion. The minister was amping it up. That it would have been a job fair where they would have interview with the people from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. And maybe you don't know if you're in the run, if you're not in the running.
Right.
And when the crowd get overwhelmed now, because at one point I thought it was just only for you students who were graduating and who were looking to embark into the job market.
True.
But everybody, some big woman will drive big car, we're there too. And if you look, well, I was on the spot, so there was a wide diverse of people who are looking jobs. So I don't know where this 3.5% unemployment rate come from, because first of all, the data is there. How do you break it down? What and what sectors constitute the most employment? Is it the service industry? Is it the technology industry? You would have a breakdown like that because you have to categorize people to what them skill set and what them can do. Being employed don't mean that you're gainfully employed, because you can be employed and you still might make ends meet, so you do a little hustling on the side.
I don't lie.
You see what I'm saying? So how do you break out the raw data into something coherent that I can understand? So all right, me look at job in the service industry. And you know, service can be hotels, supermarket, anything where you have to interact with people and offer service, right? How much people employed there, sir? How much people in the health? How much people are small? How much people are entrepreneurs that employ people? Where is the data that speaks that you get this end figure from? Because throwing that out there no mean nothing if me can't see or you arrive at the 3.5. You just throw in the 3.5. You're not for sure. So this constitute to that. That constitute to that. That constitute to how much people in the island that are at a workable age. What is the working age?
True.
What is the age where you can start so you can get here? Is it 18? Is it 15? Is it 16? Is it 21? What is the age that you? Because in a Mr. Chinchap, him have a 9-year-old daughter a serve. So is she gainfully employed? Does she get a salary? Does she get a stipend? What is the base rate for your use as it are? $15,000 is the base rate, right? Because that is the national figure. To say everybody, that's your base where you get $15,000. Whether you have C-sec, no sec, any sec, common sex, anything, that's your base. A laborer might get, a skilled laborer might get more per hour. How do you break out the information to make it coherent? Me consider myself intelligent. How do you break it out so I can look at it and digest it and say, all right, I look at job in this sector, yeah. It overpopulated. Me try one different sector. You understand what I'm saying, Jay?
True.
You just throw 3.5 for me, saying what? What does the 3.5 say? What does the 3.5 say to you, Jay? Out of how much? How much people are at a workable age? What is the working age? You know, just throw out data, sir. For people that do research, I have done at least 4 papers. I mean, know how the data start. You have to come up with your hypothesis and you have to give a statement.
True.
So it's based on the figure from 2024 to 2025, 2022 to 2024. You understand? Make it make sense. You can understand me 3.5 over what period? Over the Christmas? Over the Easter where I come? Over Valentine's Day? Because you know when there are certain holidays, people tend to employ more people, don't it? Because you expect that more people is going to be in your business. So you cover your floor. When periods slow, what you do with them, Dre?
Got to send them home.
Okay, so what do they now become?
Unemployed.
They're unemployed.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So you see, so the data no make no sense. The data makes no sense. Did you garner this figure during the Christmas season when it was at its peak? What methodology did you employ to come by this end number? You can't fool some people sometimes. You can't fool all the people all the time.
That's it.
And now we see the light, we're gonna stand up for our right. Gonna stop chew up and spit out things for we. Show with the meal first before the child up and spit it out for we. Show we only get the information. It was a colossal waste of time. Wednesday and Thursday. Colossal waste of people are caused so them not a bus fare. Eh? So were all of these people there, were they gainfully employed? And where were they employed? Them leave them company and come there so nobody there work after them job. And you have the temerity now to make it as headline. Eh? People come on, man. You can't have one set of 49 people at Unknown in an idiot. And we are 3.8 million strong. Me know some most away. We're head now up there, but at least common sense, make common sense start. Because when me look at me now over there, me say rotted. Me wonder if I want. Me say, I want to be we are celebrate.
Comrade Sadler, see Kashif said, even when them have this job fear for the health workers, them the very next day they announced that they sign agreement with Philippines for health workers.
Don't it?
Can't be. Me I tell you, me just fed up.
Andre, tell me, man, me never go work this morning.
I'm feeling Jay.
Yes.
Jay, you know, say, give me a minute then, Mumsel. You know, me I wonder if nobody never feel this way like me. And Jay, you know, say the same way. Me just a wonder, and I'm sit down yourself, I get ready, me I put on my clothes, I say me I go up on the road for go do me look a juggling. And me I tell you, say, Jay, that me I thinking, and me I say, how, me I wonder if them people not feel like how me feel, or if me I overdo the thing. Because I'm really fed up for truth to Jay. Me fed right up to my head. And that's why you see me texting a while ago and I tell you, say, I really want to say something because at the end of the day, me know say you not have to look out on a body eye for see truths and rights and know the right from the wrong. You not have to look out on a body eye for see what is happening. And it not need brightness for know say this what them a do to it is wrong. And at the end of the day, Dre, when time them do them foolish, we as black brothers and black sisters need to know this. And we are neighbors in a Jamaica, yeah. And we are see uno. When uno day and on stress and see the things that we are happen to uno picnic them and we now have the more time to eat food and we are see what happen to uno. So when time uno get up and cheer for them and go like say, yeah man, him not do nothing and everything is alright with him. Well, at the end of the day, if him win tomorrow morning and uno day and no problem, him not so you know. And the same black brother and sister where out there wanna want to kill and want to put down because them attack the truth. You understand? And them same man go sooner, them same man go serve for and want go help because them not serve for no. And me don't know when the people them really are gonna see this, Jake. I'm fed up and tired too. God know.
They must see it, man. They must see it. Big up yourself, Shaloni. Big up yourself. Howard, you're up next. Head boy, and then Jordan. Morning, Howard. Howard, there? Jordan, morning.
Morning. Comrade Paula. We want to hear from Comrade Paula.
She there, yeah.
My brother Jordan.
Yes, my sister. Absolute chaos up there, man. It was very chaotic, man. The people them out in the sun. The people them exhausted. You have people that came to Kingston from 4 o'clock the morning, now Comrade Sadler. From 4 a.m. in the morning. Then them now travel from Westmoreland. People from Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. People were out there very early. And they were very disappointed about what happened. How they conducted the business up there. Very disappointed. Well, in 31, you have to mute your mic. They're very disappointed what took place. Because I said to myself, say, if you have position for like at the Westmoreland Health Department, why you not just interview the people at Westmoreland Health Department? You bring all of these people come to Kingston. That don't make no sense.
So the people am a cost bus fare, Jordan.
Yes, and they were hungry and all type of, and then the Prime
exactly
Minister.
Because they didn't
Prime Minister of the
and then them had one big alabaloo session before.
Yeah, because the Prime Minister was up there talking.
Yes, I know.
And
Christopher, then we hear Christopher Tufton birthday. That's why I said at one point, I think I want birthday celebration.
Yeah, because we have one big grandstanding before it starts.
That's all.
One big grandstanding. I'm telling about the thing of going good on economic numbers and
that's all they must talking about.
It's gone.
And these are young people who are sitting down at the point. All right, so start the fear now so we can get. We need work. You have a job. We want a job.
And you know that unemployment among youths is 2 times. It's more than 4 times the size where he must say right here, so 3.5%. 28% of the youths them unemployed. So me don't know why them keep on. And then again, here where I'm saying, here the mystery with these numbers. Starting say 1.4 million people are employed. Hear this now, no? So you have another number here. You have 200,000 of those people are people where on the street where wipe windshield wipers and them type of people. You have another 300,000 starting say we sell have stall on the road. You have another 200,000 where starting say them the people are Miss Chin and Mr. Chin wholesale them working. You have another 250,000 those people are in agriculture where I use cutlass and them thing that you know agriculture really not got nothing right now because how the government treat agriculture. So you talk about almost 1 million of that 1.4 million people, Paula, in low pay, low tech wage era where them all fight from food to food just to make a living. So it just don't make no sense. And then now while them tell about the unemployment number is going down, they are not telling you that the underemployment rate is going up significantly because they're desperate for job, right? Because of the hardship of the time. A man with a degree, instead of him go work for 200 and 300,000 a month, he might work for less than 100,000 because he wants to provide food. And them not talk about the 800,000 people that is outside of the workforce. They're not talking about that number, how them people are survive. Tell me what want this so. And here upon nationwide, the great favor Williams say she's cutting because revenues are behind, they're cutting the capital budget by $19 billion, which will shrink the economy further. Right? So they're not looking at the numbers properly and telling the people and the real truth what is going on in this country. The harsh way. But then again, we the people, cause them a tell we say well we are feel a lie we are tell. But we the people know what we're feeling. We're going through what we're going through. Nobody we are the blogging Dre where they are Canada, America, and England where them are do blogging work can't tell we about Jamaica yourself. We know where we are go through a Jamaica and I'll tell you about, oh, look at the whole for development and look at the whole for this and that. The house them a build, no young, no nurse, no teacher, no doctor, no policeman, no fireman, no correctional officer can't buy them a house at 25 million, $30 million. So me no know where them a talk about building a house. After them friend I buy the all of them house, you know, and then set up Airbnb, you know, to make money, you know. And look at the health sector. It's a disgrace. Can you imagine now? You if you go in and you have a surgery in the health sector and the doctor will look at you and say, look here, you know, you see the needle, the basic needle you need to use to do the cuttings and all of that. You have to go buy it in and carry it to the hospital, you know, because we don't have it here, you know. Can you imagine? You go all one hospital, they don't even have an x-ray machine there to do a little simple x-ray. You have to go, them gear pay for go do an x-ray. You know how much it costs? The cheapest x-ray is $7,000. The cheapest $7,000. Now when a man can find even $50 to buy a little bag juice or a little biscuit to put something in his stomach, or he more find $7,000 now to do an x-ray. And then them say, them government are do well. I pay promises and lies. All of this where them a talk about, them a lie. Them a tell them have some sycophants, you know. Because remember say Kevin Smith was a cult man, but Andrew Willis is the biggest cult me ever seen in Jamaica with him followers. Right? And no, we can't hear nothing about the Cornwall Regional Hospital. What is going on down there? Why is it at after from 2019, we have got 6 years since the hospital locked down. Billions of dollars, $21.4 billion later, and it's going to increase to 26, I'm being told. Why is it that the hospital is still not open? Right? These are the questions that we need to ask and we need to put it to them. Where we hold them past spot and hold them. I'm saying like how the comrade leader beat him in a parliament. But him tell about climate change and PNP. Beat him when you hold them at them time, you give it to them. When they tell the lies, then you give it to them, man. Them is a wicked set of people, you know, me I tell you, you know. A wicked set of people, them don't care about nobody. They only care about themselves and how they can benefit off of contracts, right? That's all. Look at the one man we go at the Ministry of Labour office on North Street and collect 3 checks the same day, 500,000 each. And we know the whole heap of people of them dead out, they would want a local burial grant, or them would want a local business grant from the Ministry of Labour. And the Ministry of Labour never give a poor person 500,000, not to mention $1.5 million. Them scheme was cooked up just to benefit them friend. And then the Prime Minister will talk about the Auditor General, I come talk about him program, him housing program. Now you get $3.8 billion over your housing program. And you can't show us 300 houses where you build out of them $3.8 billion. Where the money there? Where is the money? We need to know. You need to tell us what go on, right? You have the indigent housing program. You have the Ministry of Labour where help with housing. You have the constituency development fund where you know say they will give all 30,000 worth of material to help with your house, put repair work or something like anything like that. And then the Prime Minister start up another program where him oversee all the 4 programs, you know, film officer oversee all of them, you know. Come on, man, Jamaica, we have to wake up, man. We have to wake up.
Man, me not like you deliberately be.
We have to wake up.
Good God.
I mean, good God, but me move me.
We have to wake up, man. We have to wake up, Jamaica. Don't listen to the lies that the Prime Minister. If the Prime Minister come and say something to you, go do your research. If Mark Golan come and say something to you, do your research. Check if the information will come out of the people mouth Correct. We don't want you be no yes man and yes woman. Be your own boss. Check the information. We're there in a time where a lot of misinformation, fake news are spread along the media. You have to check your thing, and not to mention nationwide. Why him can't, just like how him a tell, him a ask the PNP to come answer Lawrence Road situation, why him not come answer to the tax argument? We want to hear from him. Do you owe the people of Jamaica taxes? Is it fair for the government to hunt down and look how small businessman we have struggle for paying taxes, but don't hunt down Cliff Hughes? Come on, talk to us now. Cliff Hughes, you have to come tell me what with the allegation. If you know who, come and tell it, state it out there in front. But him know him who. Him know him who because him liar. We don't tell him, say, look here, we don't owe you nothing in taxes, up front, Him know him have taxes for the people of Jamaica. And that's why I rest my case for now.
All right, Jordan, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Westlin, you there? Turn on the microphone, Westlin. You're not ready yet. How are they ready?
As what Jordan said, we have to keep the fire burning in terms of giving out information because the government controls the media. We hear and we now know what going on. The job fair was a political stunt, right? And if you look at the job fair, Dre, you'd have seen where the government is disingenuous and lied about unemployment. Because based on the interview, all or 90% of those interviewed are university graduates. And where they say they work in car centers and gas stations. So when the government says we have unemployment at 3.5%, I agree. People are not working. People refuse to work. What we have is underemployment. And I talk from time to time, and Mr. Blair and Jordan can attest to it. Where people are qualified and they only have to satisfy from minimum wage or wages just to get by. And not even the minimum wage people are satisfied with. Look at the difference with 2016. When people were working $6,000, you couldn't get a worker on cash pot machine. You hear what I said to you? You couldn't get one. There were no vacancy. And what was the salary? They do a little longer or a little extra hours. They pay basic minimum wage. But once you do a longer than the 8 hour, some people may earn me $10,000 or $12,000. Going to KFC. Every student leave wanted to go there to work to get the experience and the opportunity because what? You could have get by. So when the labor rights are talking about minimum wage has doubled, that is an indication that the economy is not growing. Because when you peg inflation to minimum wage, it shows you where you are as a country. This week alone, the central bank pumped nearly $100 million from the net reserve just to try to shore up the Jamaican dollar to give a fast and to make believe as if the economy are growing. It is not. We are 23 days in the new year and all know we can't get the release from the last quarter. The numbers not add up and it look bad. So what they are doing is try to cook up and cook up and cook up. Forgive our feelings that the economy is doing well. For the third quarter, the losses were 2.8 from the PIOJ. And starting say, no man, it's worse than that, at 3.5. And if it wasn't for Vibes Cartel on the last day, if it wasn't for members of the diaspora during the Christmas week who send a little top up, who send one barrel or two, the fourth quarter would have been devastating. So I'm looking from anywhere between 2 to 2.5% decline. And I want the government to safely call it out now that the economy is in a recession. And it is going to get worse. With Donald Trump carrying out his threat. And if he might, I go carry it out. With Trump carrying out his threat. And so far as having a good day. They gone over 2,000 day 4. What that mean? A lot of Jamaicans, you know very well that half of those who are here are undocumented. They are going to hold back. All of those money would have flowed right back into the economy in terms of remittances. Remember, that is the only foreign exchange that spent 100% in Jamaica. Export earnings goes towards the expatriate who set up companies. The hoteliers, 80% goes back towards foreigner. And it's only 20% spent in Jamaica. And remittance, 100% of it remain in Jamaica. So when you have our largest foreign exchange earner, which is the United States from remittances, and it's already going down, it is further suggested that it will be dipped by another 25%. And if things continue at the same year to year, we're going to end up with 50% down. So brace yourself. It is going to get harder on our economy. What if those criminals over there who are financing criminal activity in Jamaica come back to Jamaica and local soils? The crime got turn up. Man now come back from old turf. Who didn't know now go get up? Are we preparing as a government for that onslaught of deputy? What is our preparation? The man sounded the warning and sounded the trumpet and said they will be going back to their country. Are we prepared to meet the onslaught? Are we prepared to meet the crime wave? This government here is a corrupt government, and I am disappointed in the commissioners of police job. He's the brightest so far to hold the top post. And instead of using his expertise as a bright scholar to develop the force and to bring the force up to first world, he has endorsed the old-time police. In 9 years, one old man there asleep in a parliament and say I'm a commissioner of police. Police black off place and a bend down a look for gunshot. Where's the science? You can't go just come and depend murders down by 20 or 25% and come out of the cap with a number. No. And what we have seen for the last 2 days has demonstrated that we as comrades, we are not telling any lies. The gang is still active and alive and well, and the guns are out there. So how you say you neutralize the gang? You talk, Commissioner, in terms of your year-to-year press briefing and talk about 200 gangs dismantled and all this down and that down. Sit there and no face there. And if we are telling lies, why you stop give out the numbers? Why we can't know how much people dead from the start of the year? And if you, as a police officer, know what they are doing, why 12 unsound people lost them life when it could have been prevented with non-lethal weapons? Why is that the police not equipped with non-lethal weapons to take on persons of unsound mind? Because those persons are going there today, are going there tomorrow, and long after we're gone, you're going to have them to confront with. Are we training an hostage situation even though we don't have that regular kidnapping and support? How often do we practice our expertise, our training? This is what you should bring come there. And instead of doing that, you're playing politics, Dr. Blake. So when you're not fast and talk about in a state of emergency at Cherry Garden, is a table not set for coming at the election, for lock down the whole country in a state of emergency, for rob and put Angina in a third term. The stage one are set right now. There's no need for going to Cherry Garden for state of emergency. For no shot now bus up there. And the gunshot was sell up there. You can't get that. Because the big man them, the 100 family who control Jamaica, are them I sell the gun and they shot them. So when you come in the fast that state of emergency, you don't hold nobody up there. What you are doing, you are setting the stage for lock down the ghetto and the rural area where you know the votes come from. But you say you start from up at the top. That not gonna work. A lot of us are here. I yield and allow my comrade brothers so we can be able to dissect and continue to expose the government and the level of corruptions and hypocrisy from those so-called civil society who are in bed and embedded in corruptions. I rest my point for now.
All right.
Until my brothers and sisters, so we can keep the message.
1 second, my brother Dre. Comrade Award, what go on with the police and the shooting them, and the brutality of the police force? What's going on here? Every minute you hear the police go moving is a murder, is a killing.
Jordan,
we have to get into that too, man.
It is a play by the Commissioner of Police, thinking that if you get rid of the foot soldier, you can solve crime. Jordan?
But hear the commissioner to award him say, don't talk about the police, they must stop shooting. Why you don't talk to the people and for stop firing on the police? We need to get into that matter there because every situation the police them get into is a killing. Every situation.
We tell them all the while. You can't see Jordan.
The taser of the award, the taser them now use again.
Well, I know. Forget about the taser. For me, I'm more deal with the taser in terms of the unsound people them. Right? The madman them. But I'm not in favor of doing that. And one of the worst hurtful one out of the whole of them is a lady who had peddler wares in Montego Bay doing nothing. She guilty of doing her work. That is her work. Whether you like it, yes or no. And to provide a service, she must be paid for it. And all she did was what? Defending what was rightfully hers. And police kill her. And we don't hear nobody say nothing. The same Jamaican for Justice will jump up on the Mark Golden bandwagon. Where were Michael Jackson as a woman to a woman? Where a police shoot a fleeing woman and not like she were attacking him. She were running her attacker who trust and don't pay. And all what she did was defending what was rightfully hers because she worked, she must be paid. And instead of the police shoot the man, him shoot she were defending. Where were the civil society? Where were Michael Jackson, Jamaican for Justice? But you jump up on the bandwagon of the road train. You never know we don't call you out. The Prime Minister thief over $500 million get rich. Instead of prove it to the people and say, listen, I lie the PNP them a tell upon us. See there, me pay my taxes and every penny where me earn can be given accounted for. He chose to hide it in the court, knowing that we have a snail pace court. So Jordan, I am disappointed in the commissioner. Instead I'm come there and come with the all-time police and that now gone away. The gangs always a recruit. Them don't run out of soldiers. So no matter what you kill as one man gone, somebody replace him. Follow the money trail. Work your way up. Bring down the crime boss. When you do that, you stop the money, you stop the guns, you stop the floor. And that is how you can solve crime. 50 years, 60 years, you could have put 100 years on the book. The issue is the probability of getting caught. Don't me play the tape last night for you? With Tickman. And Tickman, police ball out. What D. Lawrence, I love man. Person of interest. Come in by Saturday and the man saying going by Friday. The man him liar. And all the police do ask question. And tell him to go on. And in dry eye, to try to show you, make a mockery of the system. He called a press conference and asked TVJ that the police, same way like how you come and call him name and say, he is a person of interest for the 3 persons in Waterloo. Please clear my name. Can you imagine? Criminal come on TV and attack, say, clear my name. They take a mockery of the system. How we learn from that? I rest my case.
Thank you, Howard. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Comrade Blair, your time.
Yeah, good afternoon, comrades. Good afternoon to everybody on the platform, those on the For You page, and those in the chat. Comrade Howard, you mentioned the whole remittance, especially from over here in America. And Maya was in the chat, and I was about to speak on an issue where Florida at this time is whenever time you go to remit any money to Jamaica now, your status will be required. So if you are an undocumented immigrant, you cannot go to Western Union or anywhere to send any money into Jamaica anymore. That is the bill on the table in Florida. And with the Republican in power here now, then you know that will be replicated in all 52 states of America. So remittance will directly go down. Another point I want to mention again is that the Vibes Cartel Joe Bogdanovich show amass 14 million US dollar. I don't know if that 14 million US dollar is enough to turn the fourth quarter decline in the Jamaican economy yet. We in nearly more than 3 weeks into the first month of the new year, and we still have not seen or heard what happened to the fourth quarter, whether the country is slipping further in decline or it balance out. The next issue which Jordan brought to the table is the 3.5 decline in unemployment. But if you're going to say to somebody that we have the lowest unemployment rate since sliced bread, then you will have to itemize and put the various areas which cause the unemployment rate to go down. What are the new factories? What are the new opening in jobs so that the in unemployment rate could drop so significantly? Because we cannot continue to speak on issues without putting proper information out there. And is there a new category in the way starting develop the unemployment rate? Because if you have 330,000 persons being categorized as hustlers, and then you have another 300,000 who employed in places like wholesale and things like those. Yet you boast on call centers, and call center only have 150,000 people. You understand? So I would want to know, and probably I will have to go back and research the amount of items or how they used to arrive at low unemployment rate. Because something is not right. Because without new industries, new factories, new opening, then you could not have such a low unemployment rate. And if you have such a low unemployment rate, then the amount of person who is on the PART program would have to come down. You wouldn't have to be putting more money into PART program, and the PART program is extending. And at the same time, you have a low unemployment rate. And if I refer back again to two studies by the United Nations, which suggests that 2 million persons in Jamaica is living below the poverty line, and majority of them are children. And there's another study again which suggests that 60% of the population of Jamaica cannot provide a balanced meal. So when you tie all of those things together, how do you arrive at the lowest unemployment rate? Because if you have the lowest unemployment rate, then the persons who are living below the minimum wage should have declined a little bit, and persons who can't afford proper food for themselves would decline, and so would be the amount of person who is on PART program. So I am just not getting it. I am just not getting it. Because when you look at the variables, they are not connected. Because the government and those who are speaking must know that there are people out there who apply critical thinking to analyze whatsoever data you put out. So we are going to look at it and we are going to analyze it. And then we will come to our own conclusion based on the variables on the table. You cannot have low unemployment and at the same time you have more people below the poverty line. You cannot have that. The two of them can't work together. You cannot have low unemployment and at the same time you have to be subsidizing and putting more people and expanding the PAD program. The two of them just does not connect, because those are the metrics which you would put together to decline. And I have not seen any new industries opening in Jamaica. There's no new manufacturing of goods in Jamaica. Mark you, some manufacturing companies in Jamaica would expand, but their expansion could not capture the amount of persons who fall off the unemployment list. You understand? So we need answers. We need answers. Another issue which I wish to speak on is the whole aspect of sweetheart deals. And there's a burning question which I want to ask from the other day. Did the contract given to the new member of parliament to succeed the Minister of Finance, was the contract to feed the patients in the hospitals in Jamaica put to tender? Was there a procurement policy or guideline which was followed in the awarding of the contract to the person who has that contract now? Could we categorize that as sweetheart deal? Juxtapose that to one person saying he was offered $15 million in resources or what, which is up to date, has not been proven. And yet still people is running with it as sweetheart deal. So is the deal between the government and the Ministry of Health and Dwayne Smith, Member of Parliament, now, was that a sweetheart deal? And who was the author of that sweetheart deal? Those are some questions I wish the government would answer. I yield the floor to another speaker. Thank you.
All right, Uncle Blair, big up yourself. Paula Sadler, you want to chime in, or Tasha? Who next? Tasha, you there?
Yes. Tasha, Tasha.
Okay. All right, Tasha, what going?
I would love to talk certain things, but I cannot talk about it because.
Just say you did go WhatsApp. Me not get no WhatsApp yet.
Me know me end up WhatsApp or what I think you me a WhatsApp and I talk to.
Imagine that.
Imagine that, but you know, based on what me have got to talk to you about that, me can't say about what me want to say. You understand me?
Okay.
Me have things to protect, but I will when me finish me pass on it. I was sending it to Howard already, but me DM Howard think you me DM.
You mad?
It's bad, but anyway, I'm gonna say something. Jamaica is very corrupt.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you something. I believe, and I'm gonna say it again, the police force in Jamaica should act and not act. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but it should be that not the government who is in power appoint the commissioner of police or give no police stripe. I believe it should achieve just like how you're gonna be a principal of the school and the board vote for you or support. I believe that's how it's supposed to be. You know that as a policeman, Dre, you can't just bomb with one policeman and get 2 stripes.
True.
Not until the police can work by yourself without fear of victimization, it will never better.
True.
The doctors in hospital, you know, Dre, or the nurses in the hospital, you know, the government, the minister of health can't go play with them and tell them who never put this in, who forget this, you know. The police is the only force. The only thing maybe they can move a teacher up there so and depends on say, all right then, look who know who, and then, but it have to be more than one person for the principal role. It have to be a vote. The police is not like that. The police is not like that, Dre, and I'm telling you why. This liberal government use the police. They use the police left, right, center. They carry out all of them, but I'm not saying to you, officers, remember, I know PNP are going, you know. PNP is going to win. And PNP, if they don't win the next election, they're going to win. It must be a time when PNP is going to be in power. It looks long, but listen to me. It is not long. It is just around the corner. Dre, I am upset right now. And several things I want to say I can't say. But I'm going to DM me right now. Okay?
All right. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Are you coming? Dre, you coming on later?
But of course, watch night have to go on.
Dre, Jesus, Dre, when me da work, I'm looking and see a 465 person up on the live.
Then come on, man.
Jesus. All right, then later.
All right, sister. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yeah. Comrades, I'm going to wrap up the show 1 o'clock. Today or Friday, I may have business we got to do on the road. So we have until 1 o'clock to wrap up the show. Comrade Sadler, you're back in Wagwan.
Jay, you know, I was just agreeing with everything that Hugh said because he basically touched on everything that I was asking. So where is the raw data? Where you get the data from? What are the parables? What was the methodology? Yes. Make it make sense. But say that to say the people of Jamaica, and I'm talking to Jamaicans, what Mr. Blair just said really resonated with me because I have a son who is in Florida, who is trying to get himself Americanized, as I call it, and he has his son here. So how am I going to get money to send to his son out here? That is one thing. That is one thing. The other state, because you realize what is happening now. I mean, they're going after the criminals, and we know that Jamaicans are in there. We know.
True.
We know because we not behave ourselves. You see them getting Asians, them getting Colombian, them getting Ecuadorians, them getting everything. When those people come back, where them going go, Jay?
They're going to start up the violence.
Exactly.
True.
So we're looking at that also. We're looking at a lot of it. Them always say when America sneeze, we catch a cold. And we see that movie star Trump is just signing. He's just signing executive orders, but I want us all to pay attention to these executive orders that are being signed and think to ourselves, how are they going to affect us? How are Jamaicans? We need to look what is happening in and around us. We're not separated right here so by ourselves. We are surrounded by other countries who we depend on, right? Because right now we are killing our agriculture sector for other people import things where we can plant here. How can you have fertile soil here, bush here, where you can lease the people to become farmlands? Give them an incentive to plant seasonal crops, cabbage, onion, those things. Even if we can't export it, but just to feed with people. Dre, People, we need people with vision now. We need vision. We need somebody with some ideas, man, to pull the country forward. Too much backwardness.
True.
It has frustrated people of Jamaica. We are frustrated set of people with what is happening. Because if you're not seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, you're still stumbling in the dark.
True.
We just pay 50,000 in a utility bill, light and water. And we don't own a factory. We don't own a store. I'm a house. My private residence. You think me not want a reprieve from that? This man promised we that he going to look to bringing in cheaper source of electricity. We're up right there. Instead of get cheaper, I get more expensive. It get more expensive. People at time come now. Them start up with them tactics.
Well, and Antipala,
try to suppress the vote.
Antipala.
Yes.
1 month with our salary at minimum wage, how much?
60,000.
So tell me something now. Remember the Prime Minister talking in conference, saying hear the poor people and him hear them cry. Then if you just pay nearly $60,000 with a utility, so if you got cater to get a people, what am I gonna eat?
And that me they contemplate.
So when I talk about the light then, the light bill not go for them. For base of what you just said, them can't pay light bill and water.
No, you can't pay water. And them that two basic utility. A two basic that. Two bloody basic that. Two basic that.
So when time
41,000 and change, the other one 11,600 and something water.
So when we the comrade attack, say the people who earn minimum wage, then they have a light and then they have a water problem. I was right.
You was very much right. Because me there bridge light and bridge water, I wanna have that bill, don't it? Do the maths. Do the maths. I have a job. It's not the best paying, but I have a job.
Yeah, for base
and
of
when that come out of my salary now, me for go look for. Remember, so me not pay internet bill, and me not buy something for sustain my body. Me not buy food. And I have motor vehicle. Me for pay gas, and I no less than $5,000 for full up my vehicle a week time. Okay, do the maths. Do the maths. And as a single woman, I try to draw 2 ends to make it me. Matthew, my kids are grown. My kids are grown. But I still have to live. I still have to live. And I cannot live. Time come now, man. Comrades, the word is love.
I want, before you go, I want the labor right hear all of them something. The economic hardship, even if you work, because clearly, as somebody who are in the middle, you are struggling.
I am. I was not ashamed for talk. Pride go it before or after, I'm not ashamed for talk.
So clearly, we soon don't have no middle class anymore.
We don't have a middle class because me drop out, me a hover. I'm hovering in dropping down. Because after I pay my credit card, I don't have no money. It's a wing and a prayer, me I go. A faith me I live by. I'm not ashamed for talk. I'm not pretty up nothing. I'm living by faith and not by sight.
Third term. Talking about third term. When you wipe out the middle class?
Me tell a friend of mine that if Andrew gets a third term, me prefer jump Trump wall and try over there. You hear what I say? Me prefer jump Trump wall and try this because anything is better than here where you live and you can't survive. You can't live in your own country and you can't survive. Eh? Come on, man.
But on the parliament, it will get worse. For when the remittance cut off and the criminals from overseas exported back to Jamaica.
Exactly, Howard.
Are we in a preparation to take the onslaught?
Then that me just ask Howard.
Let me tell you something, you know. Give thanks to social media, you know. The government damaged yesterday, Sir Blair. When I look, ABC have it, BBC have it, The Guardian have it, right round the world. Spanish town under attack. So although the government are trying to cook it up, I am glad that international people them see it. So they can no longer in the denial. So all the numbers where the commissioner of police are hide and I hide the truth from the people them and TV and the rest of them, when I show it, I am glad the world see what is on display. I am not proud. I am not proud. But what I glad expose is the level of corruptions and tardiness and the government unable to curtail crime. Are hiding it and come out with a number and talk about crime down. And when we ask them to show us the data, they can't. Mighty God, Antipala, it not look good. It not look good at all. So make we trumpet and we stick and say where the St. George state of emergency, Cherry Garden, or it comes in. The only thing we can put it to is a stage, a set for blanket the whole country and talk about crime under control.
But Howard, we in Harborview have been under curfew for going on a week, and I don't know what is causing it.
A new phone again. The case in there. I scream.
This can continue.
But Comrade Howard, have you ever seen state of emergency in Jackson and Cherry Garden?
Never.
What necessitates something like that?
The man has said the state.
As somebody we used to have something to do with law enforcement. My whole idea is that there is some threat. The threat, and I don't want to be an alarmist, but based on what is happening in Spanish Town, then threat that to people who aboard would be in those type of areas.
Your reception man, Sir Blair. Auntie Rosa, you know?
Yeah, all right, I'm actually on the street. I'm walking a little bit. Yeah, but I was saying, we don't know of any violence in areas like those. Because those are tight-knit communities, well secure, well guarded by other security companies and so. So why Jackson? Why Cherry Garden at this time? My interpretation is that there is some threat and the police will not going to say anything. But the life of some individual
I feel so. Yes.
In those areas is under threat.
I feel so.
Right.
I feel so. And it come off of the Spanish Town thing.
Exactly.
Because those gangsters, they don't live in the ghetto, they live uptown.
Exactly. Exactly. And there is rumor going around that the gentleman, the famous gentleman who was unalive a couple of days ago, he was set up. He was set up.
What do you mean by set up? What do you mean by set up?
Right, by small fish. So there could be retaliation.
Let's set him up because guess what? It was a disgrace. And the earlier attack on the force in Tasman, where the residents threw the police and punched at the tail end. So you know very well when you can't control the damn politician do them.
Exactly. Exactly. And now this morning only to see we have state of emergency in one of those affluent areas where there is no violence presently taking place. So what could cause it? And what is the reason behind it? If nobody is going to say the reason, then you leave the country to speculate. And we will speculate. We will. And I know our speculation is always on point. There is something which the security force is not saying at this time. Because threat has been issued to some people in those areas. You understand? And that is the level where the country is at now. That's our most affluent areas. Wake up on a state of emergency.
Yeah, don't move from this now.
Oh man, I'm actually in the house now. So
okay.
Yeah, right. Our most affluent areas, where 9 out of 10 are the political personnel. Whether you be JLP, emergency to be put in those areas.
Not more than
What
bad
is
fire.
All right, what is the investigation from the security forces which necessitate that?
And not only that neither. Them say, all right, she have our security details, so them just go for your next of kin. Low hanging fruit. And that's why we have never seen that happen before. Never seen that era happen.
Never
and
see
that
something
I
like
show you. Yeah, sad to say no. Me no regret it, you know. The police commissioner under fixed Bailey tell one other dormant and fragmented. And you want to describe that man, the vicious. And you should have been ashamed that you know that gang is responsible for over 800 murder. And you as a police force, you stood there and you did nothing.
You did nothing.
About the cap. That same man that you see there on the screen, when the police then pull over the car, and him a drive Babsy car, and them question Babsy, as she don't know him, after the wrongdoing.
She was always associated with the dance in those areas.
Yeah, you want me to say to you? And for try to show you the people them make a mockery of the system, and me talk all the while the police them will stop ball out about persons of interest because it don't mean nothing. The man talk say them say he wanted for 3 persons in Waterloo, one family, a Christian many years ago. They unalive them. And them calling name and say he's the person of interest. And he must turn up by Saturday. And he go in the Friday with a liar. And then question and release him. And on top of that, he don't satisfy him, not finish. He called a press conference demanding that the police denounce his name, that he's no longer a person of interest and him good. I've never seen it happen before. Dry eye criminal. I demand that the name clear.
But Howard, then all the police come out yesterday and said he was one of the 5 most wanted men in Jamaica.
That's for try to show you. That's why we're glad for YouTube. For everything what them talk before can cross-reference.
I understand. Because if you are one of Jamaica's most 5 most wanted men,
last year, and last year when the police then hold him, that at 2022. Plus again last year. For me, mine had the latter part, September, October, them a fight against one another over there. And about 8 or 9 of them no longer amongst the living because them have an internal fraction And Tickman was centered around all of them.
No Dan can operate in a no given space without the political directorate, no. Whether you be PNP or you be JLP. No Dan can operate. They can't operate in a vacuum in a no particular area just like that.
She says she don't know a fact. She don't see him as that person there. And she never heard about anything. And you saw she direct the police them. All them went in and them get stoned and then get backland tire mash up and nobody not dead. Huh? All are running there with riot gear. Why the same type of treatment? Why the riot gear went and you approach a madman them? Why somebody couldn't approach a madman with the riot gear to try to take him down peacefully and subdue him? No. You saw riot gear went into Taz Meadows and you approach person with unsound mind. And instead of you try to see how best you can able to make an arrest, which is non-lethal. From the start of the year, 12 persons of unsound mind in confrontation with the police and them kill all of them. Plus a business man kill one that are 13. Plus police kill a female in the line of duty working for her honest bread for her children. She was running away from the police, pursuing her attacker who trust her no one pay. And instead of the police, them kill the attacker. While try to trust her run away, them kill she. And you don't hear the commissioner of police say nothing. The only thing what the police have commissioner operate pan is a video out of East Kingston when them take the 3 youth them and analyze them, execution style. And them couldn't deny it. Because they never know say video that they catch them pan evidence. And as what we said, justice must not only be done, it must seem. You watch 5, 10, 15 years from now, if those police not go walk free. You watch.
But remember, but you see why them don't want to equip them with the body cam now. You see why them don't want to equip, because they have gotten direct order that if you not face the judge, you face your maker.
All right.
So you can't give them body cam if that is the alternative that you have issued, you know. And I mean, I was thinking the international press, the international human rights, even the human rights here in Jamaica would have come out and said to the Prime Minister, you cannot make a statement like that.
So how she come out and get up a Mark Gold in a row story?
Exactly. You came out and it's like you basically defend the statement.
You said nothing.
Defended the statement. A statement like that, if Trump did ever say something like that, they would have snatched back the presidency from him so fast. And you said that in a public medium, that if them not face the judge, them face them maker, that means that you're infringing on people's human rights. Because they are entitled, irrespective of what they do, they're entitled to a fair trial, to face them accuser, and to be found guilty. That's all we know. We not have no, you just tell we not know. But if you have the evidence to show, we say, all right, we'll find this cash, a gun, amnesia, we intercept data, we say, imagine that. You notice there is nothing. There is no evidential support or you have, or you put together to say, we have this against this man. You just tell me something and we must swallow it. Yeah? You not have nothing, you not sure we say them chat with this, them chat from this space, yeah? Them send message, them type
that is
message
it,
from pigeon and fly, and we intercept the pigeon. I will get the message.
They never forgot another detail there. You know,
no,
certain
that's
things.
I said we're not use some evidence.
Alimadu Pala pull one number out of it. Oh, last year we have 1,500. Are we down to 1,150? All we are asking, how you arrive at that number
But that's
and
all we're
present us with the
asking.
data. Show us the data.
Exactly. Show how you compile the data. What the
Yes.
methodology you use. Eh?
All right.
How much of these are proven criminal based on what una have as evidence? Una have
And
a
crime
stack
boss.
against them.
Crime boss. Intercept
Tell we
money.
no?
Run
Yes.
your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
We shall take with a fool, man. In checks a Jamaican a dance. Yeah. Thank God. We have children less murder. Thank God. Yeah. Crime down. It don't work so.
And
Justice.
is your aim just to always cut down? Because once you cut down one leader, them is like a hydra. Them spring up back.
That is it. If you don't cut off the money, Paula.
You have to cut it off from the knee.
Yeah, what the National Security Minister said last night? To prove extortion, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt until we can get somebody to come forward and say that been extorted. Right away, him shut it down, and tell us, boy, this big army are you,
Don't it?
Because I know very well that the store owners are not going to come forward. Don't the US and all of them, they did have the mafia and the world for crime boss them in the 90s and New York and Harlem and them places there, where the Italian in control. Don't them take down the whole of them without bringing any of those store owners to come testify?
Don't it? Enough of them dead at prison.
For them take down the crime boss them. The whole of the footsteps of them just fall along the line, so.
Yeah.
So when them claim say them kill the Dan always have them system of structure. When me know the boat or them by you second and come and run things. To kill the Dan not help anything. The leadership is still there.
Exactly.
When you talk out our mouth.
Dismantle the gang.
You hear Babsy talk out our mouth last night. Say the youth them nowadays not take no talk, they not take no orders. And her utterance as a politician, she sound like she's a gangster. What she mean by they not take no orders?
Don't it? All of these something people need to look at. You see people just listen and them don't comprehend when them listen. Them don't listen with an open mind and try to decipher what is the message behind this. So you mean to tell me that at some point in a time, no young people now go left from Jamaica, they are all people. Because I saw you go kill them, so you go, let me just rephrase it. So you go analyze them.
And this is the only year we have ever seen so much from the start of the year. In the come, I said, what is the spurge? And the commissioner of police come out swinging. And you don't hear a word from Jamaican for justice. You don't hear a word for hear the children cry. For some of them are pitney. From once you fall below 18, you classify as a child. Nobody.
But Howard, when the government was placing emphasis on taking down Klansman gang, they should have placed the same emphasis the same time in taking down the one other gang. Because when you eliminate Klansman gang and you leave the one other gang, they figured more or less they can act with impunity and they are untouchable because their government is in power.
And the reporter did ask.
Okay.
The reporter did ask. Me not call the reporter name for them go target him. The reporter did ask, what about the one other gang? Are they equally large? They're fragmented, they're dormant, and they're inactive. That is what Mr. Fix Bailey said. Say them dormant, them fragmented, them split up, them mash up. Are you running at him? Not only one time, 2 times you run over there. Mark you, let it be clear. We're not here defending criminals. But when you ever take it on one side and allow the next one to flourish, this is the result today. Labour Party is on display. We have never seen curfew in a cherry garden. I wish one of the politicians and get threatened. Well, the man then show the machine, say them well armed and them well strapped, and it now go so.
I had the privilege of seeing a video yesterday.
Brand new machine.
And I was surprised.
And then
person's branded person's 4 and 5.
Yeah,
telescope, yep.
With periscope. We can see. And it was like,
I will show you. Not only that, neither. We need a serious intervention because they should have burned on the court office and then go burn on courts. Which I will show you.
Yeah, and that mixed up though. Mr. Them get it mixed up. Them get it mixed up.
We are in a very serious situation this morning because you can't impose curfew in Cherry Garden and Beverly Hills and Jacks Hill without reason. Very, very serious security concern coming from both the military and the Jamaica Constabulary. What necessitates such an action? Something wrong.
Something is wrong. Something is wrong for me, but comrades, well, I don't know who wants to take over the afternoon, but I have to make a run. So I'm going to ask everybody to wrap up for me now. I'll be back later on in the night. But I don't know who wants to come on now in the afternoon, but I have to make a run. So everybody just take a minute and just wrap up for me, please.
Well, like how I am at the top, then I will just go first.
Go ahead, Uncle Dave.
The situation developing in Jamaica right now is for Jamaica need a reset. Jamaica need a reset, and we need a reset with a new government, a new administration, with new thinking, fresh thinking in order to reset back Jamaica. Because the country is in crisis now. And the longer this government stays in power, the more crisis we are going to face. We have crisis in education, crisis in the health sector, and a major crisis in our security sector. Because when you see worldwide media and press of the name of Jamaica printed on their front page where crime is concerned, that have massive effect on the Jamaican economy, especially where tourism is concerned. And tourism has fallen 19% already because of the communique issued between England, Canada, and America. And this set of action by gangs associated with the Jamaica Labour Party and the government of Jamaica does not make it any better. We need a reset, we need an election, and we need a new Prime Minister in Mark Jefferson Golden. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Blair. Big up yourself. Oh, I'll wrap up for me now, please.
And that's what Comrade Blair said. It is a sad day for Jamaica. And I hope everybody will take note and I see the level of hypocrisy, the level of Jaya and BFA's robbery and dictatorship what this government are going with. You have never seen it before. Cherry Garden, Jacks Hill, never. In the history of Jamaica, we have never seen it before, neither from post-colonial or pre-colonial. You kill a Dan, and the way the person is so much connected. People in the upper Angelant, them feel afraid. Comrades, we have a whole heap more for dissect later on the late night, so we save the rest for later.
That's
I don't know if another comrade I go hold the float, but you know, as usual, maybe hold the float until you come on later on. So the word is
right. Thank you. Oh, I'll big up yourself. Auntie Paula, wrap up the show for me now, please.
Thank you, Dre. Comrades, thank you for passing through today and listening to us. We're not just ranting for rant's sake. We are spewing truth and facts. And we ask that you listen keenly and carefully. Make your own assessment come up with your own judgment call. How much more can we take as a people? How much more of this government can we tolerate? How much more can we stand? I am at my breaking point as it comes to being under this dictatorship. Everything is out. Crime, violence, the health, education, everywhere you turn, you're just looking at destruction after destruction after destruction. They promise us prosperity, but instead, we are dwindling. We're dwindling into nothingness. Comrades, Mark Jefferson Golden has a plan. He has an agenda, and this agenda is for everybody, irrespective of race, color, creed, political. He has a plan for Jamaica. Comrades, let's work to give him a chance. Let's work to give him a chance so that we can put forward the mandate and rescue the country. Internationally, we are sinking. We need a reset. We need a renaissance. We need a renewal. And Comrade Mark Jefferson is that man that will give us that. Dre, thank you again for affording us the opportunity to use your medium to speak on behalf of the People's National Party. Comrades, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. And remember, the word is love. One love, comrade. Peace.
Thank you, Comrade Sadler. Big up yourself. Thank you. Thank you as always. Comrades, this is where I'm leaving it for this afternoon. I'll be back later on at 10. Big up on yourself. Stay out of trouble. Tread safely. Let us all be careful. Continue to look out one for another. Thank you for making the show what it is. I really appreciate each and every one of you this afternoon. See you guys later on at about 10 p.m. Big up yourself, Joe Mopikney, Marlene Bell, and everybody that participate. Big up on yourself. Mr. Worldwide, you're just weird. And please stop comment on me post them. You're sick in your head. As a labor, right, me want to know how you no like PNP, you no like nothing with Mark Golden, but you no love PNP platform. Go one side now. Big up yourself, little miss. Love you, my darling. But anyway, comrades, the word is love. Take care and just stay out of trouble. Let us stay focused. Let us continue to hammer home the message of the People's National Party. Absolutely, I will be safe, Paula Sadler. Big up yourself, Pow Pow, Promise, and everybody. Thank you, guys. The word is love. See you all at 10 o'clock later for Watch Night, where I'll bring another exclusive, as always. Nadine Colors, big up yourself. The word is love. CP, big up on yourself. See you guys later. Have a safe and productive Friday.